that was just a matter if we could build it. And luckily that was Dan's job.
Sure.
So he assembled an amazing R&D team. And because of the level of funding we got to build the team differently than most organizations. Most startups will take a technical founder like Dan, hire a couple of developers, and build a prototype. And then that prototype is used to go raise real funding and to press on. And inevitably, you have to redo the prototype because you threw it together with a younger group, a less senior approach. But we were able to go hire lead architects. We were able to go hire VPs of R&D. So we had literally the blueprint for a real company before we ever wrote a line of code. And that ensured that what we built worked and would scale and was enterprise grade from the start. And taking that and fighting the urge to do what I think is kind of a typical cybersecurity move, which is to run out as soon as you have your idea and scream out of stealth that you got some funding. We went the other way. We knew we had amazing access and support from some of the most well-known people in cybersecurity. So we decided to stay with our design partners and be in stealth for almost a year and a half. And so literally engaged with over 100 organizations while still in stealth. Well, we started to become one of the worst kept secrets. But what it did allow us to do is we kept R&D writing the code they were supposed to write. We didn't drag them around to the next idea, the next challenge. They got to build the real solution right out of the gate. When we finally stepped out of stealth, we had already raised, $75 million in total funding maybe. We had customers. We had sold $1 million worth of product. And we got to come out of stealth ready to engage. And so our first quarter of selling was a large quarter, followed by a larger second quarter with happy installments in many of them. And that was kind of the unique area. And then our ability to scale that, we brought on a bunch of other people we worked with for years. Eric Apple to run sales, Carrie Lewis Bogardini, marketing people, HR. It literally was this kind of group of amazing individuals that we worked with for years. It was so much fun. It was kind of like my chance to be like an NFL commissioner, NFL owner, and go on a draft board and kind of pick the people we wanted to work with. And we had a pretty good hit rate. Not that every person said yes, but just about every person signed up to join us. And that allowed us to listen to the customers even more, because we knew when we had faith of the go-to-market team that they could represent the product well and they could get us in front of the right people, which made that feedback even stronger. So that company design ended up yielding into a great flow. And then it was about the product. And the product was built with a couple core principles that really helped us. The first was end user experience matters. For the first time in my existence, we started with the end user. When you build a product that gets run by administrators, that breaks network traffic apart, that does those things, the end user is not a major part of the conversation. When you're talking about a browser, it's all about the end user. So from the very first build, it was what will make this a better end user experience. So we kept a very pure, a very clean end user experience, one that would delight the end user, not challenge them. And then figured out how to inject the right cybersecurity controls, the right IT controls eventually. So that became a very important part of it. Then we wanted to include this concept of flexibility, this concept of enablement. So we built into it the ability to do anything, building robotic process automation from day one into it. So as all these great ideas by customers on how they could use it, we could codify that and deliver it for them. And then finally, we really switched our attention to productivity. So if we're going to make you better secure, integrate with IT, how do we make end users more productive? And those three things, and constantly looking at those three things, has allowed us to really embrace this opportunity sitting in front of us.